Alright, we about to start the stream up, man. Yo, 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 we gonna test everything. Yo, yo, yo. Yo, 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 yo. This is my FK money glitch, man. Yo, 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 yo. Yo, 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 yo. Yo, 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 yo. Yo, yo, yo. 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 Alright, y'all. What's up? It's YGC. This is my timer. So, first of all, I know y'all not really supposed to be paying attention to the screen for real, cause like I told y'all, this is how it's gonna be. This is how it's gonna be. With the streams, or the messages, I just play a random game and just talk. I'm doing the AFK money glitch in GTA right now. For the people who still watch me from the GTA Carmies, if you trying to make some money with me, just text me, bro. You already know my gamer tag, King of 38, man. It's not gonna make you a lot of money. It's only gonna make you like 60,000 in 20 minutes. But yesterday, the key is to like have a rubber band and not even pay attention to it. Like literally, since they banned, apparently, supposedly they banned all the stuff that I make money from. So they banned selling slam vans, they banned merging. Well, they didn't ban it, but they took it out. You know what I'm saying? I'm fine with it. I already, y'all look at my thing. I got 5.4, and 5.4 is not nothing crazy, but it could buy you a lot of stuff in GTA that you want. I already got everything I want in GTA. And it don't matter about GTA. I'm just trying for the people that still, I'm giving y'all a PSA. You know. So I told you I was gonna be back the 22nd, man. I told you I was gonna be back the 22nd. Of course, the devil gave me so many reasons not to do it. Let me make sure the audio's so good. Hold on, y'all. I was gonna make sure. All right, there you go. The devil always trying to give me a reason not to do it. You know what I'm saying? Give me an excuse. You suggest it. You gotta get used to it after a while. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get used to the suggestions of the enemy. Like, come on now. This is not even about this, but in this war, quote unquote, in this war, this is the only enemy that will suggest. This is the only opposition in life that will suggest something. For real, for real. Like I'm being so serious. He gonna suggest because he can't physically harm you. He can spiritually harm you. He can't physically harm you. But the thing about the devil is his key is to try to get us to destroy ourselves through his suggestions. Oh my gosh. No, literally. His key is to try to make us destroy ourselves by listening to his suggestions, and then when we do, he backs up and acts like he ain't had no blame in it, like he wasn't the first one to suggest, like we not worthy of God's love because we follow through His will and not God's. Oh my gosh, come on now. All right, but anywho, this is not even what I'm talking about, y'all. We talking about self control. Now it's the last freaking thing, y'all. It's the last thing. I'm gonna keep on turning up my audio to make sure everything's straight, but yeah, I'm gonna put up the mic a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna talk about self control. Once again, I do not have a lot of notes, but this is my time limit because this thing takes 20 minutes. So I'm not even gonna really look at the screen. I'm gonna just talk. So first things first. Um, y'all Thanksgiving tomorrow. I was thinking about talking about something Thanksgiving related. To be honest, nah, nah. I was thinking about like making a whole message, like how I made the message "Don't be left powerless." I had a lot of thinking in that one, but to be honest with you, I just said this the last one. We have a bunch of new messages. Also, I don't even want to say what the next message is gonna be because I can't wait to the next one. It's not even gonna be a new series, y'all. I'm not gonna do only series. It's gonna be new messages for real, for real. But let's get into it for real, for real. So we on self control, Fruits of the spirit, kingdom fruits means basically the fruits of the spirit, And I thank God for giving me the idea to do this series and just speaking through me a couple times through this series or whatever He wants to do is His will. You feel me? So let's get straight into it, y'all. So in Second Timothy chapter 1 verse 7 it says, For God gave us a spirit, not of fear, but of power and love and self-control. So that's facts off the rip. God, He doesn't give us fear. The only fear, quote unquote, we should have when it comes to God is the fear of God. And if you don't know what the fear of God is, it's really just reverence and like respect towards God. Like you just respecting Him so much because of everything He can do. And yes, it is a little level of fear, like yo, like it basically is like that little conviction in us that we know what God could do to us when we don't listen, or what we know everything God could do because He could do everything basically. So it's like that little small fear in us, like yo, that's crazy, but it's more like respect because of that, and respect because He's God. You feel me? So He did not give us a spirit of fear, but of power and love and self-control. So mind you, another one of those was love, which is another fruit of the spirit. So He gave us that. He gave us more gifts, you know what I'm saying? And then self-control. He gave us self-control. Now, what do you mean God gave us self-control? How He gonna give us self-control if we control ourselves? Now, that's the funny thing about self-control, y'all. It says self-control, but oh my gosh, self-control isn't fully self-control. It's really just submitted to God's will. If you really think about it. Now, people that are atheists, you can still have self-control. I mean, yeah, that's cool, but like, if you a follower of Christ, if you a believer of God, you know what I'm saying? Self-control is really just submitting to God's will. Because most of the time when we have self-control, we're actually refraining from bad doing. We're actually refraining from something that's not good for us spiritually, mentally, or physically. You know? It's kind of like a certain level of discipline. There's a difference between discipline and self-control, but it's like, okay, this is the difference because I don't want y'all to get confused, you know? Discipline is doing something you do not want to do over and over again, no matter how you feel. I'm disciplined. I don't want to go to school today, but I'm doing all this work. That's discipline, right? Self-control is saying no. It's denying yourself. That's why I'm saying self-control is dang near the same thing as submitting to God's will, because you're denying yourself for His glory and for just Him in general. You know what I'm saying? There's a one Bible verse that I forgot what Bible verse was saying, but it's talking about some like our lives. Like, let me find it real quick, y'all. I'm sorry. It was at the end of a verse. It was talking about some how our lives don't belong to us. Like our lives belong to God, literally, and it's true. Our lives belong to God. It was saying, uh, don't you realize that your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit who lives in you and was given to you by God? You do not belong to yourself, for God brought you with a high price, so you must honor God with your body. I think it was that. Yeah. So self-control is saying no to yourself. Literally, it's saying no to yourself. Denying yourself because of you want something that you know is not good for you, and even if actually I don't know, I don't even want to say even if it's good for you, because if it's good for you, why are you why are you like, so yeah, self-control is really just submitted to God's will. So the next verse, Proverbs chapter what Proverbs chapter 25 verse 28. He that have no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down without walls. I just thought of the walls of Jericho when you said without walls, but that was actually in a good measure because they went around it multiple times to break it down, you know. But it said, he that have no rule over his spirit is like a city that is broken down without walls. So first things first, already peeping it. I'm just deconstructing the verses, y'all. So y'all can just fully understand what the verse say. We supposed to rule our own spirit. Well, God's supposed to rule our own spirit. But this is how it goes, though. So God could tell us to do something, right? Or God doesn't want us to do something. Either or. That's God's will on the situation. All right, that's what God wants us to do or doesn't want us to do. Now the rule is left to us because it's our spirit. God lives within us. God is in our secret place, but since it's our spirit and He gave us free will, it's up to us to truly listen and abide by His will. You feel me? So that's why we have a certain level of ruling over our spirit. It's God's temple because our body's a temple, but like we have a certain level of authority in our spirit. You know what I'm saying? So we got to be able to rule slash have self control over our own spirit and body and what we can allow and not allow to get inside. Oh my gosh, I'm skipping parts. I'm low key skipping parts. It's cool though. It's cool. I don't even got a lot of notes, so I don't care. I don't care if I'm quote unquote skipping parts. It don't matter. It does not matter. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. It don't matter, y'all. It's saying he that have no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls. So imagine a city that just full finished hurricane level 5 and everything's destroyed. That's what happens when we continually operate outside self-control. We are only destroying ourselves when we don't have self-control. I can't even tell you which one's more important, discipline or self-control. I think they're one of those things that's hand in hand. Like how I see it. I can't tell you the Bible is more important than prayer. I can't tell you that prayer is more important than the Bible. To be honest with you, because they're hand in hand. That's one of those things that's like you pray, you read the Bible, you read the Bible, you pray. It's a preference thing, but it's like God's saying right here, if you don't have self-control, don't expect to have a strong foundation in what you're doing right now. Literally, if you don't have self-control, don't expect to have a strong tower within your spirit. He's not saying your spirit gonna be completely dead, but you are only destroying yourself when you don't have self-control. Sometimes the enemy is not the only enemy. Our biggest enemy is our flesh, is ourselves. Literally. Because we know what we want. And sometimes we'll go out the way to get what we want so bad. And it just only destroys ourselves. Sometimes the enemy don't even have an aspect to play in our city breaking down. Come on now. Come on, y'all. Alright. Just ain't trying to hear it though. That's the truth. Sometimes it's us that destroys ourselves. And you know what's crazy too? I forgot where I heard this from. But our flesh is stronger than the devil. You know that, right? What this means is the devil, right? No matter what, the devil has limitations to what he could do to us because of God. Because we are covered by God. We are covered by God. So God may allow certain things, right? He may allow certain things whole time. But our flesh is our flesh. That's the part that we have to use self-control for. And if you've noticed the pattern in almost each one, I'm talking about God's strength. I feel like one of the biggest keys to putting things under God's will is using His strength, is literally asking Him for strength. And last time I talked about faith is a big role in asking God for strength, because you got to believe that and act accordingly to what you ask God. So if I ask God for strength, I got to believe that He's going to provide and give me strength, and now I got to move accordingly to God's strength that He's giving me, right? So, oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh my gosh. This is hilarious. So, our flesh is stronger than the devil. Because the devil can only do so much. Our flesh is endless. Our flesh is limitless. It can want whatever it wants. So, our flesh can suggest to us. It don't even always have to be the devil. They're really partners in crime. They really dap each other up every time, every day. The flesh and the devil, they really like bros for real. Because they have the same mission, to destroy us. Really. Oh, come on, God. Man, man, man. Hopefully y'all got everything down, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully y'all paying attention. Now there's a few things that we gotta watch how our self control is. So one, environments. When you're in certain environments, right? First of all, I want to let y'all know everything you do in life has an effect. There is cause and effect to everything in life. Everything, me doing this AFK money glitch is gonna get me money on GTA. It may potentially get me banned. It may be I'm literally doing this on live, but me, I'm like, come on now. But everything you do in life has an effect to it, right? So going to certain environments has an effect on your mind. Going to school every day, going to work, going to grocery shopping, going to clubs, going to concerts, wherever you go has an effect on your mind and spirit. So, even going to the park, even going to a basketball court. So, yo, when you're in an environment you do not want to be in, you have to have a certain level of self control. You have to have a certain level of self control. You got to deny yourself but what you want to say to these people, or you got to deny yourself about what you want to do when you just want to walk out. You know, it's tough. You know, it's self control. Like I said, the key just going back and asking God for strength to have self control. You can talk to God. However, you don't have to say, "Oh, Heavenly Father." Just say, "God, help me have self control." You can just say that in your mind. You can say that out loud. Life and death is in the power of the tongue, so it's probably better to say it out loud, but it's all up to you. Because it's the different expressions, same God. I can say it in my mind, and God will get the memo. I can say it out loud, and God will get the memo. So, sheesh. Situations. Now, in certain environments, you get in certain situations, like arguments. Self control is one of the biggest, biggest roles to play in an argument or in a situation or just in any situation. Self control. When I'm in a testing room, I gotta have self control. I'm not about to tap on my neighbor. Yo, bro. What? That's environment and situation. I'm in the testing room. Why am I talking to? I'm in a 5 hour test. You know, like come on now. I'm making sure the audio is straight, y'all. If y'all ever hear my voice doubled, I just gotta make sure because this streaming provider, like, it's good, but like every now and then it be, you know, it's fine though. I'm thankful for it. And the internet. Now, what do you mean the internet? Y'all, I seen this one post too. It said back then, we went to the internet to escape the real world. Now we go to the real world to escape the internet. Now, this is so true to me. Okay, it may not be true to you, but me personally, if you don't utilize your resources right, if you don't utilize the internet right, it's not gonna go good. Like, if you can use it for entertainment, but like, what is entertaining you? You know what I'm saying? Like, no one's gonna be perfect at the end of the day, but like, there's only certain, there's only so much your spirit can handle of the same topic, of the same subject, of the same subjects, because we have a following. We all follow people on the internet, whether it's on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, whatever just use, bro. Whatever people use. How do I say this, guy? The internet. How we can have self control. on the internet is to set boundaries. No, oh, actually, let me go back. Let me go back. Let me back it up real quick. Let me reverse walk. You know what I'm saying? What I was saying about that quote, how I feel now, I have to go to the real world to escape the internet since the internet has gotten so much bigger, and it's like it's so much too much content to me. It's too much content. I'm not saying I'm gonna delete everything, but this is one of the main reasons I live such a private life, and I'll be trying so hard not to like be on social media that much because it's like it's not really good for our mental at all. Like I'm being so serious. Even if you follow the right people, even self control. It's evident. It's said in that. Oh my gosh! Come on, Carl. Come on, Carl. Hold on, y'all. We good? It's said in that. Nah, cause it's talking about some the stream going in shortly. See, look. In Jesus' name, it won't. Anywho, it's set in that boundary. It's set in that boundary, right? That I'm like, I'm not gonna let my mind eat this every day. I'm not gonna let my mind eat this every day. And I didn't really want to use this example, but I got to, and it's like a real life. I try to be so objective when it comes to these messages. I don't even want to use the word me or I or you. I try to use we because we all going through everything. You know, everything I'm talking about. Most of the stuff I've been through, or this, or I haven't, or you know what I'm saying. So yeah. So for example, I remember, right? It was when I came back from YouTube last year. It was April 6, 2022. I think it was around that time, April. I took a long break. You know, I dropped a video called "Where I've Been." If you really can look it up. And I remember 2022. I will never forget this year. It was one of the hardest years of my life, but at the same time, it's one of the years that got me closest to God. 2022, had exponential growth in my walk with God. It was like it went up. You know what I'm saying? Because 2021 was more of my lukewarm year. You know what I'm saying? It's because and it's cause I let a situation get to my head too much, and then I just ran with it. I was like, forget all that. I'm not saying forget God. I was most definitely close to God. Just I wasn't as close as I could have been because of the situation that happened earlier in the year. And I don't want to blame the situation because if I had self control, none of that would have happened. So anywho, anywho, I came back with a video. I said where I've been. I talked about the future things of the channel and everything I said in the video. It low key did happen. I'm not gonna lie to you. I hit 1,000. I started doing GTA car meets. I started doing more 2K videos. I had a bunch of unreleased videos. All that. I was playing multiple different games, just giving y'all the peep. And I was saying one of the biggest things I said in the video was I'ma stop playing gun games. Right now, it's so funny how God works. Now I said I'ma stop playing gun games. Cause I'm like, obviously God not gonna want that from me, right? It's not really that much of a touchy topic. It's more of a how you see it topic, you know. So I said, oh, it's probably not what God wants from me, and I'm right. Like you know, obviously God don't want me like, oh, go ahead, wake up, play Call of Duty, because that's another thing that feeds my mind negatively. And what's funny is I went long without playing. Like it got to the point where I didn't really even have an appetite for it. And a few months ago, I tried it again. I was like, you know what? All these other games ain't hitting. 2K ain't hitting. This ain't hitting. And I'm gonna use this as an example too. I'm gonna go back to playing the gun games, right? And it's not even a lot. Like, and I'm not trying to diminish what it was, but when I mean it's not a lot, the one gun game I was playing the most because I was the best at it was one of the best games I ever played was Call of Duty. I liked Cold War a lot, so I went back playing Cold War. You know, I was cooking some. Played for like literally a week. And I gave it up. I was like, bro, this not even it. It's funny because I literally go against what I'm saying. I'm like, this not even it, cuz. It's not even it. You know? And I know it's just a video game, but like, stuff like that matters. Like, y'all, maybe I feel like, oh my gosh, I'm speaking to myself right now. Maybe my dreams were as crazy as it was because of the gun games. because of what I allowed into my mind. You feel me, y'all? I have the craziest dreams of all time. I'm being so serious, and God speaks to me through my dreams a lot. Like I have a lot of lessons in my dreams. Like it's crazy. Like, and sometimes God speaks to me about things that's going to happen, and it happens sometimes. But forget all that. Most of my nightmares are very, very violent. Like very, and I think it's because of the gun games. You know. And so, what can I learn from this is one, don't go back. Oh my gosh. Don't go back to bondage just because right now isn't hidden. Mind you, I only went back to Call of Duty at the time because, bro, the games were dry. You know, I know you could count GTA as a gun game, but the way I was using it with the Carmies, I was dang there in passive mode. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm not like giving myself a pat on the back. I'm just saying I really liked cars. I still do like cars. So all I was trying to do is make just happy stream, whatever. But don't go back to familiar because right now isn't hidden. Because after I stopped playing the Call of Duty again, guess what happened? More blessings started coming in. I started getting 100 subscribers a month. This, that, and the third. Freak. Um, and another thing, self control. Y'all, it's not even worth it. Bondage isn't worth it. Bondage isn't worth it. Whatever you want so bad, whether you want to cut an unhealthy diet, whatever you want to do so bad, because you think, oh, I want it hard enough, I want it bad enough, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's never worth it. That's one of the things the devil tried to deceive us and try to suggest that it's worth it when it's really not. If it's worth it, then why do I have to keep on? It's like paying a bill. Oh my gosh. I'm not saying whatever you pay a bill for is not worth it, but think of it like this. Think of not having self control like this. If you have to keep on going back to whatever you can't have self control over, it's not worth it. It's like paying. You actually are paying. Actually, you're paying a price, but you're paying to get drained. Oh my gosh, you're paying for your walls and for your city to break down. You are paying because you think because we think we want something so bad. I'm saying you, my fault, y'all. Because we think we want something so bad, we pay for bondage. Hmm. All right. There's this one song by Caleb Gordon. If y'all know who that is, shout out Caleb, man. Shout out Caleb, man. I ain't gonna lie. I went to a Christian concert a few months ago, bro. I met, bro. He cool. I'm like, what? He cool. Hey, you know what's crazy too? When I made that switch from secular music, y'all, he was the only Christian rapper out there that was listenable. No offense to all the other ones. This is my personal opinion. Caleb Gordon was the only one. He was the first Christian rapper I genuinely started listening to. I don't really count Lecrae because Lecrae been popular for so long, and to be honest, his songs are alright to me. That's just me. He's not bad, but it's not my cup of tea. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. There's a song by Caleb Gordon. He said, you gotta let go of a lot before you can get your blessing. Hmm. Another part of self control is letting go of what is keeping you from having self control. An example of letting go is like, let's say, a farmer letting go the seeds he bought from a market into the ground. He's stowing it. He's letting go. It's like, I love these seeds, man. I've been waiting all week. I've been saving up my money, all whatever, to buy these seeds because these are the best seeds and they're going to produce the best fruit. Mind you, the last part is going to produce the best fruit. It was his favorite seeds, but since he knew in order to reap harvest, he had to let the seeds go. Y'all, trust me right now, having self control is worth it. Asking God for strength is worth it. This one might be a little bit longer. I didn't think it was gonna be this long, but forget it. We're running like 26 minutes. I don't care because it's the last one of Fruits of the Spirit, so I'm gonna go all in. It's not like It's not like I wasn't trying before. I'm just saying like there's no time limit for me on this one. So if I talk, I talk. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Uh, y'all, having self control is worth it. Having self control is literally a seed. Cause you think letting go and throwing it away, it is actually that is the seed. I'm tripping. Letting go of the thing that's keeping you from having self control is a seed. And how is it a seed if you're letting it go? You're letting it go and starting something new. You letting go of whatever it is that's keeping you from being your best version of yourself and whatever is keeping you from being closer to God. It's a seed that can only grow. Y'all, it's a seed that can only grow. I bet you that farmer in a couple of months, he's so happy he bought them seeds. Of course he happy he bought them seeds because he knows what it takes to grow the plant. He knows he has to let go of the seeds, plant them in the ground, water it, consistency, water it, boundaries, water it, talking to God, water it, prayer, water it, reading, water it, boundaries, water it. I said boundaries already, but having self-control, water it, is what's going to make that seed grow and blossom into kingdom fruits. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I know y'all like that, you know what I'm saying? No, I'm a troll. Oh my gosh, I'm a troll. I'm literally a troll. Yeah, I'm sorry. I be playing around too much, man. That's one of the reasons I was like, God, you really want me to like do this message thing? Like, I play around too. Man, whatever. So, anywho, y'all. But I'm serious. Each fruit of the Spirit I talked about, you have to let whatever is holding you back go and plant that as a seed. And you have to use whatever fruit of the Spirit I was talking about through God's strength and let that seed grow. Let it, like, water it. Like, when I mean water it, don't, like I said in the last message, faith without works is dead. You cannot ask God and have faith in God for something if you don't work on it. It don't make any sense. If it's different if you cannot do anything about it and you have to simply only rely on God, then that's different. The most you can do in that situation is pray, pray, pray. But if you know you can do something about it, do it. With God's strength, obviously. Like, go to God first, but you know what I'm saying? Y'all, love, joy, peace, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control. Water. It sounds like a lot, but when you come to God with these things, and the more you're in God's presence, the easier it is to show these fruits, y'all. Certain situations and environments may be hard to show these fruits and to have self-control and to have faith in God and to have love and joy and peace, but y'all, it's worth it. Because that blossom is not for the blessing. It's for God because He is the blessing. Sometimes people get it twisted in the spirit world. Sometimes people will do things for the blessing, for the benefit of it. When we gotta realize throughout that journey, since we're walking with God and He's our head coach, He's our counselor, He's our father, He's our best friend, He's our everything. Just because of how much He is a provider to us, and just because of how much He gives to us and how much He loves us, He is the true blessing, y'all. It's cool to have dreams and aspirations, but just do not forget who is the one that can order your steps throughout that journey. So y'all, that's the end of it. That's it. That's how fruits of the Spirit. Will I have another series? I don't know. All I know is I got sermons and messages. I know exactly what I'm going to talk about. I didn't mean it to be like that. And I think God allowed it to be this way for me to take this long and have those delays. Because in between those delays of 2 months of not preaching, or a few weeks of, or skipping a week, God, God talks to me, man. And when I'm in His presence, there's certain things I have to write down that I'm like, this is gonna be a message. I don't deliberately do it like, oh, what am I gonna? Because that was one of the main worries of me even doing this. I'm like, God, what am I even gonna talk about? Like, all jokes aside, what am I gonna talk about? What am I gonna talk about? I don't know. freak. I don't know what to talk. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But y'all just stay close to him, man. That's it for the Kingdom Fruits for the Spirit. Um, the playlist will be in the link in the description. I love y'all, man. It's ygcdj. New sermon. Whoa! We gotta establish that right now. I think it's gonna be in December, right? Yeah, December 6th, and then it's gonna be Christmas. It's gonna be around Christmas time after that. So December 6th, I'm putting it right there. December 6th is my next message. I'm dropping y'all. Y'all stay safe, man. Safety, love. God bless. YGC 1G4, man. I'm out.